And we're done. Going to bed. Hope you enjoyed this episode of To Be or Not to Be. Episode 5, 6?
6.
Yeah, episode 6. Episode VI.
Yeah.
Episode VI. Smoke them if you got them.
Yep. This episode took a interesting turn very, very quickly.
Yeah. Very abrupt turn out into that field known as what?
Yeah.
Seems that fences were mended.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
A lot more people died.
Yeah.
Probably 10.
At least.
There's a pile of bodies. Literally.
A literal pile of bodies, yes. But he fixed the relationship that he needed to in order to destroy the one that he still has yet to take down. So.
Lynn's still alive. He's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not for too much longer.
I don't know. I'm not sure how that's going to play out yet.
Not meaning that he's going to be out of jail soon, but meaning he may not be breathing soon.
Yeah. Still not sure how that one's how that's going to play out yet. I think he's going to stick alive at least for a couple episodes.
Still don't know if I trust Manson or not. I want to trust him in, this outlaw world as much as you can trust a neo-Nazi AB shot caller.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet.
I don't know either, but I enjoy his scenes. I enjoy seeing him. He's pulling off the role pretty nicely.
He's very calm about everything. He's a little funny.
He doesn't get angry. He just kind of goes with it. But you can tell that there is a menace behind his words. More like an unspoken promise, type thing. So.
Completely opposite of the character that he plays on stage in his concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not the Marilyn Manson that you knew in the 2000s or late 90s or whatnot. Definitely not the Marilyn Manson that you knew as a musician.
Yeah.
This is I think, better Marilyn Manson. As I'd like, if this turns out well, this run on Sons of Anarchy, I would really like to see him maybe try to make a conversion to acting. I think if anybody could do it, he could do it. Because he's very methodical about everything. It's almost, I'm not going to take it so far as to say that he almost exhibits the qualities of like a classically trained actor. But I think that he could do it if he had put his mind to it.
Oh, definitely. I know that he's a lot more interested in trying to do some other stuff. He has a movie that he's been trying to get made for like 15 years now or something, based on the works of Lewis Carroll, called Phantasmagoria, I believe. That he's been working on that forever. For forever.
He would be perfect for that.
He wrote it and he's trying to direct it. It's a very descent into madness type thing. I've been
get Fincher to direct it or produce it, or I think even better, get Zombie to produce it.
Yeah, I know that he wants to. I know that he wants to direct it. He wrote it, but he's been struggling with trying to get it made. I've been following it for at least 10 years now, probably. I've been following the story along. I think it would be a smart move for him to do something like go to Zombie. That would be perfect for Zombie, or go to Kevin Smith. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
But
We haven't seen Tusk yet, so we don't know see how that turned out. But it's Kevin Smith, so it's
But I mean, think about Red State.
yeah.
God. Wow.
And if you're still following us, we're actually talking about Sons of Anarchy, believe it or not.
Yeah, we kind
So
of
we're
ventured
gonna
off topic
we're
there
gonna
for a sec.
we're gonna flip the bitch and head back in the direction we were going.
Yeah,
Before we got off that little tangent on Brian Warner.
let's squeeze back on the topic somehow.
Gemma.
Yeah, Gemma's still alive. That was actually the first thing we saw when it came on, was Gemma walking down the road in spiked heels.
12 miles in Spike Hills. How do you think she's feeling?
Yeah. Interesting little play at the diner with the waitress. I liked that. I knew that she was gonna be in an episode that was Leia Michelle. I knew that she was gonna be guest starring. She's from Glee
Okay.
and some other stuff. But
I think maybe Gemma, saw a bit of that young lady in herself, or a bit of herself in that young lady.
yeah, she seemed to.
And she's almost, she's just so close to cracking.
Oh yeah.
She is so close. I really thought she was going to crack with Nero. Obviously, I knew it wouldn't happen yet, but she's so close. When she said it was her fault that Tara's dead.
I think that there's a possibility that she still might, because they kind of left that scene hanging with her just crying, you know. But I think if anything, she would tell Nero,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Test his loyalties.
Yeah. Maybe test his loyalties without realizing what she's doing, because I don't think she would do it intentionally to test his loyalties. I think she would just break down and tell him.
Yeah,
But
because
he would have to decide.
that would be the ultimate test
Yeah.
for him.
So I don't know. I'm not sure how that's gonna play out. But I did like that little diner scene that Gemma was in. That was very well. It was well done, just all around. Juice went to the Mayans for help, and the Mayans called Jax. That was awesome.
Juice went rogue at first,
Mm-hmm.
and I see what it was. He was trying to collect money
Yeah.
to pay for his basically for the Mayans to be a coyote for him.
Yeah.
And the Mayans just gave him the finger.
Mm-hmm.
He just says, yeah.
They told them that they were gonna vote on it, and told them to hang out in the clubhouse, and instead they went and called Jax and said, hey, we've got your traitor in our clubhouse if you want to come pick him up. And I was just like, what the hell's going on here? That actually surprised me. I thought that the Mayans were actually going to do it.
Yeah.
I really, for a second there, thought they were going to do it. But
Way to go, Kurt Sutter, for totally shocking us once again.
yeah, that one really threw me for a loop. And then that started the whole conversation of mending the relationship with Alvarez. They got everything straightened out. They got everything straightened out with Tully.
Tully is Marilyn Manson, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever established who Marilyn Manson's character is.
I don't think we had either.
Given him a name is what I mean.
Yeah.
So,
And almost all the relationships were fixed. They took care of pretty much everything that they needed to. The only obstacle they really have left is Marks
and the Irish.
and the Irish. Yeah.
Jax has still got to fix it with the Irish to sell guns
to the Mayans.
To the Mayans.
Which that's going to be a hard one to pull off.
Yeah, because it took forever to get to where the Irish would sell to Marks. But I agree, it's going to be a tough sale. What did Jack say? He's got to work.
The Irish dance.
Yeah, he's got to do the Irish dance.
Yeah.
To make it work out.
I'm not sure how that's all going to play out. But yeah, let's see. What did we end with? We ended with Gemma breaking down to Nero, just crying. Egley was about to tell Unser who was at the meet when she got shot.
Yeah.
And Juice was walking Dead Man's Row.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
With Chibs had his arm around his shoulder, leading him out of the Mayan clubhouse. And
yep, that's when it fades to black.
if that isn't ominous, then I don't know what the hell is.
I'd like to bring up something from last week. I was discussing with one of my fellow co-workers about the whole thing with Abel.
Okay.
And his prediction is that Jax is going to see what Abel is becoming, and that's going to be the push to get him out.
That is a good theory.
Because as we said before, if either one of them is going to be, Abel is going to be the one to follow in his dad's footsteps.
Yeah.
And you got to think about it this way. Something that just occurred to me. It's because Abel was not Tara's kid. So if you talk about, if you're going to get with genetics, I mean, Wendy was a crow eater, became an old lady. I mean, well, she would have been an old lady, so she was already in life.
Yeah. Tara was never really an old lady. Even though she was married to Jax, she was not an old lady at all.
she never got to the level of Gemma.
No. She stood apart. She did her own thing. She had her own job. She helped the club, but she wasn't involved with the club. She was just Jax's wife and their on-call doctor.
Pretty much, yeah. And that's why I think that Thomas...
An occasional, murder.
And I think that's why Thomas will not have.
Yeah.
So that's, genetics, So... no real good music this time. I mean, nothing that really stands out.
No, not really. It was pretty... There wasn't really a lot of music in this episode at all.
Yeah, there really wasn't even a score.
Not much of one. So that was a little weird. But
hopefully we get back to something next week. So
yeah, I still hope that we get something from Manson at some point this season. Anything. I almost don't care.
Even if it's a cover of something.
He does amazing covers.
And we're about to go off on another tangent on this one. So
to not go off on the tangent, I was just going to say, they really wanted to choose a song from Manson, put in Running to the End of the World. Or Running to the Edge of the World. That was, in my opinion, the best song that he ever did, and it was from his newer stuff. And like we were talking about, Manson has changed a lot.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the newest CD that he has put out, which the
Lonely Road to, I don't know. It was good.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the album either. But anyway, let's stop there before we go anywhere else. So,
yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
And I have to be up in 3.5 hours to go back to work.
So
that's why I'm still in my work clothes. I'm just considering sleeping in them. So
Yeah. So he's gonna catch a couple hours sleep
before I have to go back into work at 4 in the morning. So,
Um,
of course, by the time this gets uploaded, I will already have come back home from work and have slept. So,
Yeah.
So, but once again, as always, thanks for watching. Next week we will be covering the episode Green Sleeves.
All right.
Yeah. And next week, real quick, next week you will probably notice a different background. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching. Blessed be.
Bye.
And, yeah.